Well,
it's been a while.
It has been a while.
It's been, 8 months actually. I don't know exactly how many days, but
me.
I think roughly like 252. I say roughly, and then 252 is quite a specific number.
Let me calculate.
And I did look it up at home.
Oh.
So you don't have to worry about it, but welcome, one and all, to... Yes,
well,
it's
10,
on the spot.
10 people, probably.
Yes, on the Spotcast. I had to remember what the name was. I couldn't remember it.
I couldn't remember what it was.
I'll just call it Podcast Sundays.
I don't remember what it was.
How's the fallback? Welcome, everyone, to On the Spotcast, number 4. Your regular, irregular podcast, where it's not regular, but often very irregular, and 8 months
This channel's upload schedule is very irregular.
I don't have an upload schedule.
Exactly.
My upload schedule is when I want.
Yeah.
Which is the best way, because then you don't feel like you're pressured to make things. You make things in your own time at a quality that you
do have
enjoy.
the fear of people unsubscribing, though.
Yes, but if they're not interested in
then
me taking my time and doing things properly, then they're not for the channel. But yes, welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Today, not tomorrow or yesterday, today, or 8 months ago, when this should have been released, a week after the last one, because they were weekly.
Yeah.
Up until that point, we are back for On the Spotcast, our podcast that talks about games,
just
other
random shit,
and things that happen in our lives. It's a rather ambiguous.
We have no topic.
We don't really have a topic. We do tend to kind of stay in certain topics like games and things like that, but often we try to split them up into categories that I once also had to look up the names of because I'd also forgotten. So Alex, as it's been a while since we last did this, I have some facts for you. Did you know the last podcast was on the 7th of June?
Well, you said 8 months ago, so roughly that, yeah.
And also something I've learned about the 7th of June is it was National Donut Day.
Ah.
And I don't remember you bringing me any donuts.
Well, you're only a friend. It's not like you're, I don't know, my bae or something.
No. That's awkward, isn't it?
Your loss.
It's very awkward, actually. So what's happened in the world since then? Well, we've
coronavirus.
Coronavirus. That was on my list.
Oh.
That was third on my list.
We almost had World War III as well with Trump.
True, yeah, I forgot about that. That was on my list.
That became a meme for like a week and then it just sort of died.
Pitted out after they did some shit and argued a bit. Yeah. But yes, almost had World War III. Brexit has finally happened.
Yeah. Boris destroyed Corbyn in the election.
Other stuff
Completely
happened
destroyed
as well in Parliament. I've lost track of all of it.
Just some Parliament stuff. Scotland wants independence again, apparently, because Sturgeon's obsessed.
Let's try to steer clear of the politics now and talk about how more TV presenters have come out as paedophiles.
Like who?
I don't know, there's too many to count these days.
Probably,
every 80s
they're
TV
probably
presenter,
from the BBC as well.
Every 80s TV presenter has been outed as a kiddie fiddler since they made shows.
I would not be surprised.
Is there many who haven't? I can't think of any who haven't, actually.
I don't know that many 80s TV presenters.
I don't know, but when you think back to things like Bullseye and like Hole in the Wall and old other TV shows like... I suppose Dale Winton's not a paedophile.
He's dead.
Is he?
Yeah, he died.
When did he die?
Like last year. It was like mid-last year. I think it might have been, I'm not sure.
Is that because the podcast didn't get uploaded?
Maybe.
Maybe he was a fan.
No, I don't think we actually
Google it. I need to know when he died.
I can't remember if we actually found out how he died.
They do tend to be confirmed as paedophiles after they have died.
Yeah, look at Jimmy.
Yes, look at poor Jimmy. Not poor Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Horrible Jimmy.
Horrible, disgusting Jimmy.
Anyway, so moving on since then. Brexit's happened, coronavirus, World War, almost. More TV presenters.
He died. He died 18th of April Like,
Oh,
bloody
that's
hell,
before the
he
podcast.
died almost 2 years ago.
Oh, Christ,
you
you're
didn't
right.
know he died in like 2 years.
I have no idea that he died.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I ever am
Yeah.
a standing member of the Dale Winton fan club.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
I'm not looking up how he
I'm
died
not-
because we didn't find when he actually died.
I imagine his
no,
heart
no,
stopped beating.
Uh,
It was often a common cause of death, I find. The other things are just causal events.
Oh, apparently he had like arthritis, a heart complaint, chest infection,
Arthritis
asthma,
isn't a cause of death,
natural
though, is it?
causes.
It's not like your bones get so brittle they just erode away and you fall to the floor like a plop of skin and nothing.
Tell that to mummies.
That's mummies. Those are like proper. That's not arthritis, is it? That's just like natural.
That's just
erosion
That's
over
age.
time.
Yeah.
But yes, and after all this time, Alex is still doing the same things with his days, which is sitting in his room watching YouTube movies or playing
I
games.
cry less these days.
No, what? Well, that's something. So yes, welcome back.
You did the welcome back thing.
Yes, well, this is just a roundup. This is just a little thing. Oh no, I forgot some more stuff.
Oh God.
Well, I went to talk about my channel.
Oh.
So since I had looked back through YouTube statistics page in
Yes.
YouTube Studio,
That's statistics.
set the dates from when the last podcast was uploaded to now, and worked out the difference. So since then, I've had
Sorry, people, I'm drinking.
Since then, I've had 14.9 thousand views on my channel, 789 hours that people have watched, and I've gained 55 subscribers, and 29 videos have gone up since then, which is not bad.
I didn't know you'd uploaded that many videos.
29. Yeah,
I am shocked. I genuinely did not know it was
Yes.
that many videos.
29. 29 videos, and I've gained 55 subscribers from all those. So I mean,
How many have you lost?
I know YouTube doesn't tell you that unless you really look into it. I didn't want to.
Didn't want to get more depressed.
No, but yes. Anyway, we're going to carry on into our first section, which will have some sort of intro card type thing that I won't put any effort into. And that is what has happened in our lives. And Alex's friends is
Xbox
online.
I got my Xbox on in the background. I could play some calming music in the background.
No, I can have my own.
But we'd probably get copyrighted.
Yeah, I need to use my own royalty-free stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
Man, what an intro.
That was a great
What an
intro.
intro, what
That
an
was one of
intro.
our best. I think that was our
what
fourth
an
best.
intro.
Because we only had 4 episodes.
Oh,
So Alex,
agreed.
since then, what's happened in your life? Any
Some stuff.
new updates?
Some stuff. Just
Any
stuff.
infectious diseases?
No.
Near-death experiences?
No.
Any marriages?
No.
Death?
No.
Not with yourself, obviously.
No.
Anyone else?
No.
Oh. I mean, what have you been doing with your life for the last 8 months?
The same shit I was doing for like 4 years or that before.
So playing games then?
And
just-
watching shit.
And
Playing
watching
games,
shit.
watching shit, job hunting, having no luck there. Getting zero
Well,
girls.
You're not alone in that regard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the country and around the world that I think are in that category.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be honest, a lot of people are sharing the exact same life as you around the world in normal.
Yeah.
I must apologise, by the way, if my voice sounds rather monotonous today. It's because I'm just on the back end of a cough. And
Oh God,
cold.
have you got corona?
Don't think so, but I
Have
shouldn't
you-
have spent all the time in them Chinese brothels recently. But there you go. Wuhan Wendy's, they call it. You try. It doesn't work for an audio format. You sitting there trying not to breathe, because this is a thing where people can't see you. By the way, we are in Alex's bedroom today, which is the first time we've ever recorded in here
On
for
this channel.
For this channel, which is
Yeah.
why the acoustics may sound.
It's also probably because it's a lot emptier than usual. Because
Yes,
I'm
it
having my
is.
room painted next week.
It's bare bones here, just furniture and the bare bones of what Alex needs to
Usually
survive.
in front of us there is a whole stack of books, comic books, DVDs, Blu-rays, games, extra
Everything.
controllers, just a lot of stuff, and instead just empty shelves.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's happened in my life? I hear you ask. Thank you for asking.
What is happening in your life?
Nothing really.
Oh, that's
I've
good.
I have since got no. I was already happy.
You are still engaged. You are still happily engaged.
I was engaged by that point. I got
Yeah, I
engaged.
know,
in
but you're
March of
still
last
happily
year.
engaged.
I already had that job. Yeah, I still am. Yes.
Yes. She
Many.
hasn't got rid of you yet.
Not yet. No, I am counting those days.
Yeah.
I wake up every day thinking perhaps this will be the day.
Oh, I know.
It isn't.
You message me too much.
So do you.
about that.
But let's not get into that. Awkward silence. But yes, not much has changed in my life. I'm still playing it. I have gained plenty more platinums.
Wow.
Have you
Have you platinumed Odyssey yet?
No, but I'm like 80% through it. so I haven't got much left to do. Just a few like odd bits, you know.
I'm
Well, I only got it like a month and a half ago. So
your point.
So you know, I've not taken very long to get 80% of it through. I'm still in the Atlantis DLC. I'm on the in Atlantis is where I should be. We'll get onto that in Games of the Week. So that's a little bit more.
Me as well, because since the last podcast I went through that. I've done a lot of Odyssey.
You were talking about it in the last podcast, so I listened back, and you were actually talking about going around and
doing the Atlantis
collecting.
DLC.
What was it called? Orichalcum.
Orichalcum, that thing. Have you seen that?
I can't pronounce that. What was it?
Orichalcum.
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 Yeah, Orichalcum.
I always want to call it Orichalcum.
Oh, you call it Oreocum if you want.
I don't actually bother with
it's
that.
It's blue like Oreo package.
I don't actually...
Orichalcum is blue like Oreo package, and Oreocum.
Or like, is Orichalcum an actual real life stone?
I have no idea.
Because otherwise, it's blue like.
I have
the
no
real life
idea.
stone.
The way they
like
the way the you know you met Sargon in Focus. Like when you first go there, there's like the dude who's like selling the.
Well, I know, yeah.
The way he describes it, I've
heard
to say it's like Isu metal or something.
Well, the Isu metal is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Isu metal they're giving
Adamant.
to Adam.
It is adamant,
which is always not too different to adamantium.
Yeah.
Which is that.
But that's just the way that when I went through it again, we're going into Games of the Week stuff.
They seem to make everything out of that.
Yeah.
Which is rather ominous. But yeah, we'll go into Games.
We'll go into Games of the Week
have
stuff.
A heavy
Odyssey stuff.
Creed discussion. But yes, I need to look up Orichalcum. Orichalcum. I don't know if Orichalcum. I have no idea if it's a real life.
Orichalcum, here we go. I just did it. It's a metal mentioned in several ancient writings, including the story of Atlantis. So it's Atlantean
it's
stuff.
a mythical kind of metal then.
Yeah, which
like.
Kind of works because I thought it was like first Civ's Isu stuff.
Right, well anyway, let's get into Games of the Week.
Yeah, might as well.
Our first proper section, because we seem to be going into that anyway.
Yeah, we were. So Assassin... Oh, we do an intro first?
I was just waiting. I was just giving...
So, probably might as well go into Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Fate of Atlantis DLC.
We might as well.
Warning for
Odyssey, really. It hasn't got to be just.
Yeah, but mostly for me, a bit of mine is the whole game.
Atlantis is probably the one I've touched the least because I've done that and the other DLC.
You've done the main game. Okay, let's think of start. What is your thoughts on overall
of Odyssey?
Main game. You do main game, Legacy of the First Blade, Atlantis, and then overall. So main game.
So I split it up into 3 sections.
If you want, yeah.
Okay, so the main game. I'm trying to remember about it now because it feels like a while since I played through the story. Actually, good story. I picked Cassandra. I know you did as well.
Because canon.
Because she is canon, and I just don't see Alexios as a good person.
No,
he's just
Deimos is way better than Cassandra's.
I don't mean to be in a mean way about him, but I just don't feel like he has the right voice, or the guy who plays him is playing. He hasn't got enough about him to be. You know what I mean?
He's too deep voice, one note. Yeah.
He suits the angry brute of just shouting.
Yeah.
Fine. And I know Cassandra does, or the protagonist, I should say, does shout and get angry and do that. But I feel like Cassandra is very, very good at being a nice, likeable person.
Compassionate, more human
person. And she can also be very, very good, because I've seen gameplay as her.
Yeah.
From when you first meet Deimos, I've seen her in that, good. And she can also be really evil as well. So I think she's a much, much better all-rounder.
Yeah. The thing that I think makes it, because you sort of tied into, you said Alexios is a lot deeper and a lot more wooden. He seems more unhinged because Deimos is like from when he was a baby, he was just brought up hell and indoctrinated into believing all this.
That very strong.
So he's like
he's much suited to that unhinged kind of way of thinking. But yes,
I am a god, worship me or you will die. Whereas Cassandra, Cassandra's just like you say, she seems too compassionate. And I also think
does have that evil sense in it.
I also think that the relationship with Phoebe I like a lot more as Cassandra, because like big sister, little sister. And maybe that's just me.
Yeah, no, that would make sense to me as well. Oh, well, obviously.
And that goes into a bit of the.
Well, I was just going to say, by the way, there may be spoilers.
There will be. We've already spoiled a lot of stuff.
We haven't yet.
Deimos.
Yeah, but no. But we know Deimos is going to be one or the other. It's not such a big spoiler.
True.
We very much know that. But anything else on this point, I'm just going to say, will be spoilers.
But yeah, back to your thoughts on the main game.
If you don't want
You're
to
saying about good story, Alexios and Cassandra both fit their
It is
sort
a
of
very good story. It's got great characters in it. Some funny characters along the way.
Some trolls. Socrates.
Yeah, you learn to love him though, don't you? It's the thing. When you first talk to him at the party and you're like, I really hate this guy.
But I also like him.
But I like him because I hate him.
Yeah. He's interesting.
It's just the way he asks a question every time you ask.
He asks you a question, you answer it, and then he gives another question.
He answers the question with a question.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, let's see if we can think of an example of this. But it's like me saying to you, you know, what is your opinion? Now ask me what my opinion of Justice League is. I know that's a topic that you can get very into. Just for this.
What's your opinion of Justice League?
Well, what is everyone's opinion of Justice League? Is Justice League not just a figment of our imagination? And are the questions in our imagination not just choices made by us all in our lives? So it's annoying, isn't it?
I'm like, what? I'm just sitting here, I'm like, what the hell are you on about?
Exactly.
You nailed it.
And that's like philosophy and everything, really, isn't it? So yeah, there's plenty of that. There's plenty of sad moments. I can think of two in the main
I think
game,
especially, not so much the main game, but the DLC. I thought a few moments I was like...
Phoebe dying isn't...
Yeah.
I did kind of spoil that for myself because I did keep going into character bios on Wiki, looking into things.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't wait to get through the story myself.
Do you know there's no way of saving her? She'll die no matter what.
I know.
Which is one of those things where a lot of people
but
like...
you do get the retribution in the DLC, which we'll get onto.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really did enjoy the main story.
I was going to say, any complaints? I have complaints about Odyssey. I have a lot, but I won't go into that at the moment because it's you.
I feel like the main world might be slightly too big.
Yep.
I feel like they have done a good job of making it not feel that big in some times. You know, I obviously the very liberal being able to fast travel quite easily helps with that. But if you're like me and you forget to do because obviously islands in Greece are very spread out very far and wide. If you happen to go to an island for some reason, like I did a lot of time, because I went around very underleveled hunting down cult members. Obviously, but I then realised that when I was on the island hunting down that cult member, I got off the island pretty quickly when I started to get pursued and forgot to synchronise the viewpoint. Which meant when I then had to go back to that island for story reasons, I didn't have a way of fast traveling, so I then had to make the boat journey again, which took another 5 minutes. I just stuck in travel mode, watching YouTube instead, because the boat just travels there. So I feel like it is spread out very far and wide.
Yeah.
But I feel like perhaps they should have added a thing in where you could, after you've been to the island, you could just fast travel to the island.
One thing in Origins, when you went to like a main city, you could then use the city icon to fast travel.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised Odyssey didn't have that.
That's not on the boat, is it? Yeah, no. I mean, the boat stuff is great as well. It's nice to have it back. It's nice that it's different to how it used to be. It has a lack of cannons. It's completely different. Like that.
It's nice. Like hundreds of years before.
I still like the fact that you can get off the boat and swim up to the ships, climb on them. I've done that. I did that so much especially when the game likes to throw very hard sea battles at you, which it does in the story at time, and it also does for some of the cult members. And all you've got to do is get 300 metres away, hop off, climb on, and you can wipe them all out. Then just swim back to your ship and just shoot the ship until it blows up. Yeah, that's it. It's a really cheap way of doing it, but it's really satisfying. But there's not matters I have to say about the game that I don't like. I mean, there's more stuff that I just think was done better in Origins. Yeah. I mean, it's not even that much of that either. I mean, I prefer the Origins soundtrack.
Yeah. Odyssey soundtrack is really underrated, I think. But yeah, Origins, the soundtrack is art.
I feel like the main menu is probably one of the things I dislike the most about Odyssey, because the load time it takes to get through the whole thing. Loading, looking for DLC. Yeah. Making sure the most updates are there. And by the time you've got through, you've heard that soundtrack for like 10 minutes and you're sick of it. I feel like they only made that menu that long so they could just play that soundtrack, because you don't really hear it that many other times apart from when you fight Deimos. Or Deimos, whatever you want to say.
Deimos, yeah.
She says it Deimos, doesn't she? That's the thing, so I'm saying it like she says it. In that battle towards the end,
Which I've got to say, I love the use of that.
That
fits perfectly.
It does, but then you just hand his ass to him, it's almost kind of an underwhelming battle, that, because you think it should be a lot more difficult than it is.
You on about the big battle one before you get thrown in prison in Athens by Cleon?
Or after you try to save him.
I'm going to say, if you're on about the battle on top of Mount...
I
completely avoid that. I completely avoid that because the best ending.
We'll get on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm on about the battle where he gets trapped underneath the tree, doesn't he? The falling tree.
And then you get trapped under the tree.
And then you meet him again in battle, and then he gets shot in the back by Cleon.
Yeah.
One thing I have to say about Deimos, whatever. Yeah. He, as evil as he is, he does seem to be this comedy character. He just seems... Everything he does just seems to never go right.
That is a thing with Odyssey that I have noticed just replaying it a lot. It's not very dramatic.
He fights Cassandra and he gets shot in the back.
Yeah.
And then this happens, and then it's just
well, there's a side mission where you can choose to either fuck the old girl, or you can... There's you can go around sleep with so many people. Yeah, and you get an exclusive weapon through doing that as well.
You can, my husband no longer pleases me. Can you get this quest item?
Do this.
Yes, then the husband goes back why did you do this? I just don't want to shag her anymore. And don't worry, I will. I will shag her.
Your last one. Can someone please give me my money? I think I'm going to be sick. Some of the dialogue. I will say I have issues with some Odyssey's tone, but when it's funny, it is actually genuinely funny.
They do have a lot. Obviously, a lot of that Socrates or Socrates, whatever you want to call them again.
Barnabas as well. But he can be a good laugh.
That was a sad moment when what's his name? What's the other guy?
Herodotus.
That's it. Yeah, when he left.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously you do the DLC, isn't it? The additional missions that get added. They are DLC technically.
Oh yeah.
That clear up a lot of story bits. You get some more Socrates stuff. You get
the Lost Tales of Greece.
Herodotus.
Yeah. There's also one where you meet this woman who might be the reincarnation of Athena.
Yeah.
There's one of these two brothers that fall in love with you.
In that though, I can't.
You get an exclusive weapon for each.
The problem is all of my Greek mythology is very now heavily influenced by God of War, and I can't envisage ripping gods' heads off from their necks when I'm playing it. I can just imagine when you're in Elysium, in the DLC, which we've moved ahead to again. I can just imagine Kratos arriving and just shouting their names while he's punching their eyes out of their heads. I just can't look past it. And then, especially when you talk about Athena, I can just hear him shouting it. Or just going, Athena! And then she obviously, and events like that. So, my Greek mythology is obviously heavily influenced by the fact that I ripped half it apart in God of War 3 games. But...
that'll be in the Viking one. It'll be my Norse mythology. It's God of War PS4
as well. Even though technically it's not correct Norse mythology always in that, they use it liberally in their own way, which is fine.
Well, Odyssey and Origins did that,
but I forgot what I was talking about.
You were saying about Herodotus leaving.
Yes, that was a.
He finds out his parents are dead.
Well, he finds out, and then finds out that the child they adopted, spoilers, was the guy who had orchestrated it because he wanted to take control of the island with the Persians. Yeah, wasn't it? It was Persians.
I can't remember.
Persian. When I think of Persian, I just think of Prince of Persia.
Yeah,
everything is so heavily influenced. But that was a sad moment saying goodbye to him. I was kind of hoping he might come back again for but obviously he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. Did you do the one where you meet Barnabas' daughter?
I haven't done that yet, no. I know you have mentioned it. But the thing about Barnabas is he never, ever acknowledges that Herodotus has left.
Doesn't he?
That's one of my most frustrating things I have about... You know how sometimes especially when you've done first civilization things, Easter things, you come back on the boat and she used to talk to
you. You'll be like, I just killed the Minotaur. I just fought the Cyclops.
But then a lot of other stuff happens. You get back on the boat and they just don't say anything. Yeah. I wish they had bits like that for main story missions, where every time you went on the boat next time, she had a bit of dialogue with them about it. There's
also just like in Origins, you'd go to a certain part of the world and they'd talk about it.
Because for my ending, I got the bad ending where
one of the bad endings.
Well, one of
there's
them.
Only one. There's
where unfortunately Maroni gets killed by Alexios, then I kill Alexios.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to spy and kick him off the mountain, but I didn't get that choice, obviously, unfortunately. And then Cassandra is just crying for like an hour. It was quite weird. I was like...
Did you save anyone? Did you save Stentor or Nicholas?
Yeah, I both had them on my boat.
Oh,
I chose not to kill him because I liked him.
Oh.
I know he sort of betrays you, but I kind of really like Nikolaos.
Yeah.
He just seems like a really nice guy. I don't know why. It's because he shows a lot of regret, doesn't he?
When they show the cutscene of like him going when like baby Cassandra, when young Cassandra's thrown Alexios off, and Nikolaos is crouched in front of Cassandra, you just see in his face, he's like, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this, but I have to do this.
If he doesn't do it, then he'll know that he'll be killed.
Yeah.
And so yes, but obviously yes.
And then Cassandra met Mr. Everybody Benefits.
And it's also nice that over time that Cassandra and her father's relationship does then get back to normal. Or normal, but it does suddenly, and then they have this, respect for each other.
Yeah.
And obviously...
They're both survivors.
And obviously he's still very clear that there's that mutual affection.
Yeah.
And, obviously it does very much culminate when Stentor then wants to kill you at several points.
And then Nikolaos comes...
intervenes, yeah. And then obviously you have the family dinner at the end, which I pissed myself at because Cassandra has very quickly gotten over her mother and brother's death. And it's just sitting at the table with your dad going, it's just nice, and Stentor's sitting there like, oh, I just don't want to be here. And everyone's like, it's just some like kind of likely funny music over it. And I just really like the idea. And then, I just really like her. I really like Nikolaos as a character.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I just really, and I also really like, what's his name?
Marcos?
No. I mean, I like him as well, but...
Everybody Benefits.
He's such an idiot.
He's the biggest schmuck ever. And you come and like, you actually visit him on
Cassandra, I did this.
Yeah.
And then when you meet him again on the island, he's got another vineyard. Yeah. And he sends you to blow up the wrong person's farm.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't think I was sending you to blow up the wrong person's farm. Yeah. Oh, it'll be fine.
You like wine, I like wine, everybody loves wine, everybody benefits.
No.
That should be a meme.
It's like you've almost forgotten that I saved you on that beach, or does it? Which he uses in every single conversation as like a guilt trip. It's funny.
It is a schmuck. The dude you're trying to think of?
The granddad, thingy. Talking about the 300, 500.
Oh, Leonidas.
That's it.
What's they say?
Leonidas. You meet
Leonidas.
him in Elysium as well, and I didn't kill him.
Which is pretty neat. I didn't.
Who would?
No.
I killed.
So you went after the bodyguard one.
Yeah, I killed off the one that we'd all.
Yeah.
That whole.
I bring him to her.
Elysium is like a whole freeway setup of everyone of just betraying.
Yeah. Obviously, which ultimately leads to nothing. I know we're going to the DLC again, but the ending there's not really.
Did you have him just fight with you as well in the main?
I had Leonidas, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously you have to fight him, don't you? But
yeah.
So that was really good to have him in as well. I like the idea of Cassandra just going back through the portals and fishing with him every now and then, just getting to, What I don't get is why they didn't include like her mum in that. Obviously, they should have had a bit in there where if you'd finished the main game and got the bad ending, that she could have been featured in Elysium, the Underworld, or whatever. But obviously
we're going into the DLC again.
The Underworld was. I mean, we'll move on to DLC now.
Legacy of the First Blade first.
Oh, true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That I know that fucks up the lore quite a bit, but part of me doesn't care because it's just such good fan service with Darius.
It doesn't seem to do much to the lore in terms of what they talk about in Origins, does it?
The Leap of Faith kind of does, because Bayek, it was like this super personal thing with Bayek.
Well, that could have just been him. That could not necessarily. That's not.
There is a thing. There has been a thing for years. Like Darius has been around for years, and all these other proto-assassins, which sort of had the ideology of the assassins, but it wasn't until Bayek the actual brotherhood.
Understood that thing of Bayek's dad telling him to leap off cliffs as a thing to do if he's scared.
But like. Some stuff it does, you can, like the Darius stuff, the Leap of Faith stuff, kind of, you can sort of wiggle around. I know there is some stuff that just it completely screws with. I've watched so many videos about it, but part of me doesn't care because the stuff that it does show, like Darius and all that, is stuff that I've, as an Assassin's Creed fan, I've always wanted to see. Yeah, and there's just some really good stuff and some surprisingly
kind of badass, and obviously you get that main,
Well, like I said, he has the ideology of an assassin, just like sort of when you complete the cultist storyline.
Assassin is
and it wasn't until Bayek and Aya that the Assassin Brotherhood was established. But that means there was all these proto-assassins.
This weird hidden blade that's top-mounted instead.
That was how it was originally meant to have been worn. That was how the original.
That was how it was meant to have been worn. Predator, or kind of like
him killing Xerxes as well, which you've heard about since AC2. I thought that was amazing.
And the whole idea that his best friend turned out to be the
Amorgus. Have you done? Going back with the main game? Have you done the Blind Prince side mission that you find in Megaris? Well, that might be a Ubisoft thing you have to get off Ubisoft Club, but you meet like Arctug Xerxes.
No, which is his son.
Yeah, you meet him. He got blinded from almost being killed by poison, and Cassandra.
You meet him anyway at the end of that DLC, don't you? Because he's the one that's been looking after her baby on the island.
Who the fuck is the guy I'm thinking of?
Because the guy on the island. I thought the guy I was thinking of was Artaxerxes. He says.
Yeah.
And then Darius is like, I'm not going to mention that I killed your dad, even though I did.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hide that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like, who the fuck is the guy I'm thinking of then? I know the guy I'm thinking of, but as far as I know, he was Artaxerxes. But still, there is a side mission that sort of ties into Darius and that, yeah.
But, yeah, so I really enjoyed the
Legacy of the First Blade.
Blade.
Surprisingly emotional, I'm not going to lie. Like, the ending of episode 2 when Cassandra's happy, I'm not going to lie, I got a bit choked up, like, finally, this poor bastard got some happiness.
It doesn't happen, does it?
No.
There's no happy endings in Assassin's Creed, you should know that by now.
Yeah.
Parents die, loved ones die.
Yeah.
Death.
Bayek lost his son, Altair lost his father when he was young. Ezio kind of got a happy ending with Sophia.
And then died himself at a young age.
Well,
Death.
old age. Connor, from what I've heard, and that he actually got with a one and had a daughter who had the same kind of eagle vision as Bayek.
His mother
Cassandra.
died
when he was young.
Killed his father.
Arno lost his father.
His family
in a plot thing that still has not been resolved. Ubisoft, God damn it! You set this 2-game thing
Elise dead.
Yeah, Elise dead.
Assassin's Creed.
Edward got killed by some muggers, which makes no sense considering all the shit he went through in the Caribbean.
Maybe he was drunk.
Hatham, if you can count him, he didn't
also
really have
dead.
a happy ending there. The Fry twins, don't really know what happened to them.
Well, actually, the lore surrounding them is probably the only happy ending, because it says they go live in the countryside, and obviously then Lydia becomes the granddaughter, obviously, of Jacob, and so that's actually probably one of the only happy endings that I can think of. There is nothing confirmed. I mean, Jacob's one of the last things Jacob does is get spent in.
Shay ended up with a wife and kids. He brought them up as Templars, but he had a relatively happy ending. Even though his ending should have been by the hand of Arno for avenging his father.
Had many happy endings,
but like
various girls across
the
season. There's a different kind of happy ending.
Yeah, but the only two that meant anything to him were Christina and Sophia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going just straight into General Assassin's Creed. I was just saying, Legacy of the First Blade.
But yes, no, enjoyed it.
Aya is a descendant of Cassandra and Leonidas and Pythagoras.
I figured that one out myself. Obviously, it's nice to have them little cutscenes that sort of reveal bits about. Especially when they show the future through the staff and like.
Yeah.
I can't believe they put. Obviously, spoilers again. When you get to the end of that and you either.
Are you on about the main game stuff where they come out in a suit?
World, where they come out in the suit, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
And obviously the staff,
it would have been cool. It would have been pretty
transforms.
cool if she'd been in like the normal like gear. If like Pythagoras, she'd just stayed there for thousands of years guarding the place.
But she wasn't. She was in the planet. She wasn't just in there, was she? She was in the world.
Which kind of creates a massive plot. Where was she during all the shit that happened to Ezio?
Well, I think that's the thing. She wasn't an assassin.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That she wasn't. This character wasn't an assassin.
Yeah.
And she makes a big point of saying that she'd seen lots of people die, so she makes quite obvious sense that she didn't want to get involved in anything, and that she doesn't seem to care very little about the Templars or anything else when I don't want to Layla, I want to call her Lydia. I don't know why. Is there someone called Lydia? Fucking
Lydia
her
Fry.
Doctor friend though. Fucking she's
Lydia
annoying.
Fry, isn't it?
Her doctor friend, Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria, who's dead.
Yeah, because you kill her.
Got ragdolled into a set of stairs.
Yeah, she did. She got baseball swinged far across that. Rather, is it just me or do the Isu like to build rather massive things for no reason?
Well, they were
very.
Yeah.
Here is this big room with just a bunch of chairs in it and a water that just goes across there, and I don't. It's just very
ostentatious.
It's very obviously. It's very hard to understand that DLC, and we'll get onto that in a minute. But Legacy of the First Blade, great story. Obviously, a lot happened. A lot of
surprisingly emotional. Some of the stuff with the Order of the Ancients is pretty cool.
It's good to have that sort of come back into it again.
That thing with the huntsman with that tree of dead people. I always think of that as like the best bit of the DLC.
Do you know what though? That tree looked exactly like the tree out of Witcher 3. Let me show you.
There's also a similar thing in 300.
Let me show you that, because that tree, it's called the Hangman's tree in Witcher 3. Hangman. That's not Hangman. Hangman tree. It looks exactly like.
Well, you got to think when they were making Odyssey.
I know.
See, they were hey, Witcher 3. Yeah, pretty much. Except Witcher probably did it better because Witcher's a better RPG.
But it's that's all I thought of. But obviously, yeah, you get that kind of am I doing the right thing? But I don't know what you picked for dialogue choice, but I was like, yeah, I am doing the right thing.
If you let all the dialogue choices play out, they all live.
I
just didn't do any dialogue choices because I found out that
do they not attack you then?
If you just let the timer thing go out all 3 times, they all live and nothing happens.
I butchered them.
Yeah, you would. You're savage.
I mean, that's happened so many times to me. I've been fighting in the middle of a city in Odyssey, and they're civilians. Why do they get involved?
I used to avoid civilians, but now I'm just like,
you can't.
I'm just going to kill you.
So many times
if you're going to be stupid enough.
I've started with no bounty on my head, and by the time I've killed an order member or cult member, I've then had a full bounty because I've slaughtered about 100 civilians in the process that you gain nothing from doing because you don't gain any adrenaline points from it or anything.
You can't even loot them.
No, you just kill them.
Yeah.
Continuously. And as long as thank God they don't give you desynchronization after 3 of them.
There's also a thing where sometimes if you're like fighting someone and like a civilian will just get in the way, you'll accidentally hit them and then they'll attack you.
And then
they pick up their
and they pick up their weapons.
Yeah, they just go and grab.
I've had times when I've been more damaged by civilians with weapons than I have been by the guards I'm actually fighting.
Yeah. Oh, and dogs and chickens attack you and all.
I know chickens. That's a weird one, isn't it?
I don't understand.
I've walked past a chicken in Odyssey
and they'll just attack you.
Started on me.
Yeah, I've had that.
Really?
There is an animal, because you know the animal locations. There's one where there's a chicken, and you get a special weapon.
I've come past them before when I've gone through over-leveled islands and I've been under-level, and I've come past a chicken with a skull above its head.
Yeah,
I mean, in theory, that chicken could kill me if it hit me more than once.
It could.
And I could have death by chicken.
It'd probably one-shot you if you were too. If it was too high. Death by
I probably shouldn't take on this over-leveled chicken here.
Speaking of chickens, going back to the main game again, have you done the side mission where there's the fake Eaglebearing Mystios?
No.
There was a side mission where there's a fake...
that reminds me of something else in the
There was a side mission where there's a fake Eaglebearing Mystios and his Icarus is a chicken.
Oh, right.
And it's pretty hilarious.
Does it on his shoulder or something?
Yeah, it does. And there's oh god, I don't want to spoil too. There's a really funny bit at the end of it that I don't want to spoil because there's a really funny bit near the end of the mission.
That happens a lot in other games as well. Once again, that's another thing in Witcher. There's a fake Witcher because we did that quest together, didn't we? Because we went up. Did we?
I can't remember.
It's set at
I know we've done some Witcher.
It's set at the place where they have the Weeping Angels.
Yeah, I sent you there. I was like, hey, the Weeping Angels, go in. Then you were like, nope, I'm out. You did not.
Yeah, that was kind of freaky. That was. It's quite weird because The Witcher is a game where you fight monsters, but I don't know. I guess something that you can't attack and it's something that you can't defend yourself.
And if it's like the Weeping Angels, if you look at them, you can't kill them anyway.
Yeah. Unless someone brings a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
But no one's done that yet for some reason. And also in Spider-Man PS4, there's a bit where there's a fake Spider-Man going around.
I know a lot of stuff about the game, but I don't know that.
There's a side mission where there's a fake Spider-Man going around. But he can't do anything, so he just walks around the street pretending and talking to people, and because he doesn't have any powers or anything. He can't fight either to save his life. You have to save his life in a fight with thugs on a building site, which apparently where all thugs live in Spider-Man's world.
Yeah, building sites.
Because apparently there's a lot of money in building sites for mafias to buy.
It's free real estate.
Yeah, true. The cops never think, all these last 20 gangs of thugs we've found have been on buildings. Do you think we should start checking? But nah. Let's just leave them.
Well, the final battle in the second DLC is at a building site.
Yeah, true. Good game, though. But
are we done with Legacy of the First Blade?
Yes, it's a very sad moments, obviously, losing with your respective husband or girlfriend.
It's even Attackers when you're Cassandra, or
I always
Nima,
think Natacas sounds like a Mexican restaurant.
What do you think of Natacas? A lot of people think he's just a wet nothing.
Well, he has got that sense about him being a bit of an idiot, hasn't he? But he's a kind of... You love him because Cassandra does.
Yeah.
It's like when, I love Isabel, but I'm not keen on one of her sisters.
Yeah. Well, so one of her sisters ain't keen on you.
I tolerate her because Isabel is her sister.
You put on a happy face, but in private you're like, oh, fucking hate her.
But yeah, and obviously then after he dies, there's a very, very thin or thick knife cut air between Cassandra and Darius. And then obviously then,
because Darius is like, he stayed because of you and now he's dead. We could have been away from here.
Yeah, it's also kind of his fault, Darius, for starting this whole thing in the first place. But there we go. And then obviously the baby gets taken away for its own safety. And what's the baby's name?
Epedius.
Obviously, there's no wonder I don't remember that name.
Someone who hates Odyssey said the baby is called Penis. There's just a kid called the baby penis.
She gets fucking protective over him. I mean,
how many is... Hang on, probably the last thing about Legacy of the First Blade. Have you done any of the side missions that came with it? Because there was this
I did them all per episode.
Have you done that running gag with that one bloke?
Oh yes, he's leaving you things, and then you get to him, you're like, it's such a pleasure to meet you. And he's like, oh, I have one last
I will never be indebted to anyone.
Leave me alone and stop doing nice things for me.
And then did you recruit him on your ship? Because I did.
I already had a full ship. On my ship I have Nikolaus, Stentor, Evie Fry, and Bayek.
No, I.
No. Fuck.
Why did they do Evie Fry? But you thought they'd have done Edward Adewale.
Why not?
Shave
But I just guess they just chose. But yeah, so
I think that's it. Legacy of the First Blade.
Yeah,
pretty much.
some sadness, but some good things in there. The Olympics was quite good.
That's back to the Bane game.
Oh, sorry, yes, there was.
The Olympics, the Olympic stuff. I feel they could have done a lot more with, but that story's padded enough anyway.
Why did I think it was in the DLC? I don't know.
I have no idea.
You do spend a lot of time going through to previous worlds where you've already been, so
yeah,
I think a lot of it is in Messenia.
The first bit is Macedonia. It's Macedonia, then Achila, and then Messenia.
Which is where the Olympics are.
No, Elis is with the Olympics. Messenia is where you meet Testicles.
Oh yes, because he's on the island where the baby was left.
Yeah. Give me a hug.
And then he drowns and then gets eaten by sharks, doesn't he?
Well, looks like you're the one who's doing it now.
He's just like, he's like so stupid.
And nice. Did
you bring my special massage oil?
You can actually, if you don't give it to him, you can actually wear it yourself in the final fight in the Olympics.
Does it actually help anything?
No, it just makes Cassandra look bossy.
All those fights in the Olympics are easy.
Yeah, especially when you're me, you're like max level. And
even if you're under level, they're still easy because they do the same damage as you because there's no weapons.
In a nice link from that to the Atlantis DLC, Testicles appears in that.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't remember if it's a main story or side. I think it's one of the side missions. You have to go and get like this flower, and he like gets eaten by hellhounds.
Oh yes, I remember that. Yes. He's like, because you go between the divide between the underworld and the Elysium,
where Elysium is like leaking
cracks.
into,
And you go, I come looking for pretty flower, and then he gets eaten by the kind of hellhounds kind of thing. Hades is dogs or whatever, Hades hounds or whatever they're called.
Hounds of Hades, hellhounds, yeah.
Yeah, so then he gets eaten again. Cleon,
he can't win.
You see Cleon at the end of that, which is.
Do you?
Before you fight Hades.
I don't remember Cleon.
When you
I do know there is Elpenor.
Yeah, he's got the weirdest voice in the game.
Yeah.
It's so soothing but evil.
That's because he was the head of
Cassandra.
Well, he was like the head one of the lot of the cult that had the snake armor. So I suppose it's like that.
I know that I had a bad life, but I am a nice person now.
Yeah.
And I hope I can prove that to you. I mean, he does. I was fairly civil with him.
Yeah.
I know, despite even if you pick the nice choices, Cassandra is still angry at him.
Yeah.
But I was. Yeah. I guess it wasn't. But when you've done everything and you go back to the main entry bridge from where you fight Cerberus, which is still a great pun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And on that main bridge where Hades tells you that he then wants you to be, at that time, Cleon is on there being dragged away by hounds of Hades. If you watch it back, you'll realise. I realise it. It has nothing to do. There's no bearing on it. It's not acknowledged or anything. No one says it.
I think that would have been why I don't remember, because it's like this is such a major character in the main story that gets zero acknowledgement from.
Well, there's a lot of that. It's good. It's also good, like you said, to see Phoebe in that and to have her.
We're gone to the second episode. If we were going to start from the beginning, or we're just going straight in.
Do you want to do Elysium then?
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to go saw the DLC.
Do Elysium. So first, what do you think of Alethea?
Alethea?
Which is the Alethea is the
the Isu.
The human-friendly one.
She was like the head of like a bunch of pro-human Isu rebels.
It's good to see her into the lore. Isn't it weird that Juno now is rather... She gets killed, doesn't she?
Well, she got...
By Desmond's son.
In the comics, yeah.
Which is now considered canon.
Yeah, I know, and I own
which is very weird, because they built that up for ages.
Yeah.
Her coming back and taking over, well, she just gets killed quite easily after she does come back.
Something she may or may not... Something she may still be in the Grey, which you know where she was for millions of years.
Well, she does get featured, apparently, in Atlantis' DLC, which I haven't seen yet.
Spoilers, she plays a big role into the mythical creatures stuff.
I don't want you to spoil because
I won't. I will say I really loved how they made all that link into the lore. For me, I was like, I can work with this. I can work with this. I am okay with it.
Yeah, so it's good to see. I think.
In my opinion, just going quickly, in my opinion, the Atlantis DLC is the best part of Odyssey because it's the most like Isu. Oh my god, we went.
Well, that's the most Isu thing. We
finally get to see a lot of Isu stuff. I'm like, you can. A lot of people are like, oh, it's not very consistent with the lore. I'm like, fine, but I'm still glad that we got full-on fucking living Isu in like Isu cities and like that.
Some of them Isu women too.
Persephone, despite her voice being the most weird thing.
It has got kind of all the Isu voice.
Yeah, kind of slightly
electronic.
Hermes, he's like the most petite, like effeminate dude looking dude ever.
Did you fight him the first time?
No.
You got the choice I did because I just hated him. I want to kill him. Doesn't make any. I don't think it makes any bearing.
There is not.
He gets killed by Persephone anyway.
By Persephone anyway. Yeah.
He just gets, and she's got some power. She has because she's just like, she can just lift up people with her bare hands just through it, and it just goes into showing how much obviously the Isu have.
Well, this is meant to be like the Isu in their prime. So it's like they peak Isu.
The Amazon Prime. Ooh, Amazon Fire TV Stick, sponsored by on the Spotcast.
There are other like TV streaming services available.
What is the other girl in Elysium? The one that's evil.
In Hetoni? You're on about the one who at the end Persephone can like do so that she only speaks the truth.
The one that has the sexy kind of Russian accent.
Yeah.
That's all I remember about. I think she was reasonably quite. They're all very tall.
Yeah, I think it has been established that Isu are taller than humans. I think it's been established before.
I was like, I thought she was. I'm not going to say these things out loud. I have a film.
It's like, this must be what it's like being a midget.
It's like.
In my opinion, Elysium was the weakest of the worlds because it's the most kind of semi-generic paradise thing. It's still really cool and interesting.
It's a dystopia. Is what the correct term I call it, a dystopia.
No, utopia. You're on about utopia.
Yeah, but a dystopia is a beautiful place that has the underlying things going on. A utopia is a perfect place, isn't it?
Or would dystopia more fit Atlantis? I think dystopia would more fit Atlantis.
I haven't done much of Atlantis.
I think dystopia more fits. Trust me, when you
just come into Atlantis.
Trust me, when you've done all the side missions or story stuff, you're like, yeah, this is more a dystopia.
Well,
there's some
the whole thing
fucked up stuff going on at Atlantis.
Do you fight Zeus? Not Zeus.
Poseidon. No, I can't say that you don't fight Poseidon.
It's God of War again. It's in my head. Because it is. I keep thinking that. But yeah, Elysium was good. It was good to see Leonidas and Leonidas, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It was good to be able to do bits like that.
It was good being in a new world. New world. Especially after Origins, where each DLC gave you new stuff.
Every time you get into one of these worlds, so you have that first stage of looking on the map and being daunting before you then get your head around what you've got to do.
Yeah.
And then you get on with it.
Yeah.
I felt that every time I went through from thing to thing, and I have it at the moment with Atlantis. I haven't touched it really.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, that was good. This is just turning into the Odyssey podcast. It's been half an hour of Odyssey.
Well, I played a lot of it. You've been most recently sort of ploughing through it. Then after Elysium was the Underworld.
Yes,
which in my opinion is the most favourite one of the 3 maps because it's just the most like different and creative. And
depressing. It made me physically depressed playing it. That's the point, but
no, like when you go to like there's two locations that actually kind of messed me up there. Tartarus, which the giant prison thing, because you see the cavern of all the ghosts in there, and I'm just like, ugh. And the Cradle of the Underworld, where you have all the screaming dead babies. Which also ties into the Procedures side quest.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was just like...
The woman hanging from the tree.
That was just...
Yeah, which was good to see him again, because once again... Cool. I don't know what your relationship with Procedures was like, but mine
in the main game,
mine wasn't a good one.
I followed his plans in the main game.
I didn't. I killed Thingy in the middle of the city, because I couldn't be asked to kill him anywhere else. Yeah. And then sided with my mum instead of him, which was natural, really. So he wasn't... But obviously, in the end, it's all fine. You get his right shield, and you know, and you get everything, and once again Phoebe, as we talked about.
That
unfortunately having half to die.
That was like good. Gut punch after gut punch.
After
like
she didn't remember
hell.
you. That's fair.
That was kind of
the worst bit. When she
and then when you go back to your house in Kefalonia and that was good stuff.
In Kefalonia.
People can show on Odyssey all they want, but there were some moments in that game that I think some of the most emotional in all Assassin's Creed.
They're the Cyclops and that goat comes past.
Yeah. Oh, did you? This is
I've
back to the main
I've
game.
retrieved the goat type.
Good, because there is a secret trophy achievement for it.
I had to guess what goat it was. I just
it is just a.
It's not too far away from my goat wasn't anyway.
You just have to kill goats until you get it.
Basically, goat massacre. It's actually the second goat that I killed on the island. So
you want it?
Right.
Go get it. I also love Cassandra's man. Like, I've done that scene as both Alexios and Cassandra, Alexios and Cassandra, and then the animation of Cassandra is so much better.
Well, I just like how that as you're in the underworld there, or in the Elysium kind of crossover bit, how the goat comes past and they kind of all look at it as it, and then obviously you kill Cyclops again. He's gotten stronger this last time. Then obviously, then you think Phoebe's dead again, but she's not. But then she goes to be with her parents.
Yeah, so it's all happy.
I wish you could go back into Elysium and find her though, if you really wanted to.
Well, if they'd done if you've gone back, that'd been quite a neat feature.
That'd be quite good.
Yeah.
But no. But it's nice to know that she had a happy ending.
In the end, yeah.
It's that part when she realises she's dead, and you have to either break the fact that she's dead to her, or let
I can't remember what I did. I think I went for the soft option.
I went for the soft option, trying to remind her of what happened, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm dead." It's just like a realisation because she obviously drank the water and that water that helps people forget.
There's that ties into like a sort of side mission thing because there's this mission where you have to recruit that dude, and if you don't give the girl the water, then because then it turns out they are partners, and she's forgotten him because she wants to forget him because she's drunk it. And I just saved him. Is there?
Yeah.
And it's like,
you don't realise that because it doesn't. Yeah, I know. It doesn't tell you, which is really Odyssey does that a lot.
Yeah,
where it really screws you over. And there's no way you'd know. And
that side mission with the girl and the clay statues, I don't know if you've done. There's a side mission online where this girl is like making friends out of clay because her parents died when she was a baby.
I find that funny for, but it just
there's the ending that you'd think is the right ending is the bad ending.
There's so many nutcases in Odyssey's world.
Yeah.
There's so many crazy
but
people.
DLC and main game, it's just like, what is this?
But I haven't, but yeah.
Yeah. Word of warning: if you don't feel something during that, you have no heart.
I did. I felt things all throughout the game.
I don't do that.
Particularly around some of the females. Anyway, what's your favourite sexual partner from Odyssey?
Honestly, apart from like doing the apart from the KBRDs at the symposium because I just thought it'd be a laugh and I wanted the achievement.
Why you didn't?
I did for a laugh.
No. I've denied him every time, and I will continue.
Trust me, when I do my 100%
Is there an achievement for doing that?
No, but there is an achievement / trophy for romancing someone for the first time, which can be anyone.
Oh,
it
can
be just like
the shagging the old woman.
Yeah.
But I am not ever going to permit what's his name?
Alcibiades.
Yeah, Alcibiades entering my room.
Yeah, you don't want to deny Socrates.
Every time, he's like, when you first meet him, you really dislike him because of how. Not in a weird way, because I want to say Ponzi. He is Ponzi.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Cassandra. Maybe we'll spend
some
time
later.
It's
not the Queen.
No, I don't. I was trying to sound Ponzi.
It's like, and then he gets even more. He just every time you meet him, he just offers you sex.
And Socrates as well. He's constantly trying to get inside Socrates.
The problem is I have this thing in my head, and I don't want anyone to think this sound bad, but I don't want to sleep with men in the game.
Well, it's a role playing game. It's a
role playing game. I know, but in my head, it's just kind of like I'm not gay. I have no problem with people that are, okay? And I know through story.
What about Natakis? Or does that not count because that is
story made? That's compulsory. I can't affect that. I did choose not to bother having sex with him before he dies, though. Because you know when he offers you, after you've chucked his beloved childhood doll that he's kept for years but decided he didn't want anymore into the fucking ocean, which then you have to go dive with if you want to get the proper nice ending kind of thing.
And his bow. Which should be a legendary. His bow should be a legendary.
I never picked any of that stuff up. I don't know how I missed it because I must have cleared everything out in that room loot-wise apart from the bow.
Yeah.
I don't know how. You can obviously get all that stuff. Even like, but obviously I didn't permit him the shagging before then, unfortunately. But yeah, I will never sleep with Alfie. I've Kira or Kyra. What's her name?
Kira, yeah, it is on that island.
I've done it with her many times. She seems to be quite a canon, not canon, but quite an important sexual encounter you can have because obviously they tend to have this relationship, don't they?
Yeah.
Which is more than the other.
That's because she's from one of the side missions. That's actually its own like story arc. It isn't just like this random thing.
You can have her on your ship as well.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that people can't die by the way, when they're on your ship, the lieutenants.
Yeah.
Because I remember I went on the first time. You know, when you first go to oh my god, I'm trying to remember place names. There's so many.
Megaris, Falkis.
Megaris, yeah, Megaris. And when you meet the girl there, you know, the girl who's being hunted and sent after because the people want her father's land and things.
Odessa.
Yeah.
And who you can meet in Catalonia first. If you at the temple where you get the shroud of Penelope.
I did.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I had her on my ship, but I remember the first time I went and boarded another ship, I saw some other lieutenant on there run her through with a spear.
Yeah.
And then throw on the ground.
And you're like, oh.
And first thing I thought, oh god, so I picked up her body and chucked it back onto my ship after the thing, but then I found out after I'd saved and come back she was alive anyway.
Yeah.
So I thought lieutenants could die.
Yeah. I actually looked it up, can lieutenants die, for the very same thing. I'm like, do crew members, do you have to like recruit new crew? I'm kind of a slight downgrade that you don't actually lose proper crew members and have to re-recruit them.
Do you have a ship of men or a ship of women? Obviously there are trophies, achievements for that. I
stick to
the men.
The base one, but when I do the side mission where you become the head of the Daughters of Artemis, I then use that crew theme and keep it at that.
Well, there is a specific trophy for cleaning the ship in half with a woman crew.
Yeah, I know.
But
lieutenants don't count. It only has to be the main crew.
The only thing is the only thing about that, the reason I use the women and not the men. I use the men and not the women is because I prefer the men singing. I prefer their deep voices for the sea shanties than the women's voices. They're too high. I don't think it suits. I don't understand what they're saying, but I like it.
Yeah. There's only like 5. Compared to our Black Flag and Rogue.
Well, that's all it needs to be. And the fact, God, we ain't got to chase them around a stupid map and they run away from you.
Yeah.
Like that. I never did that. I didn't have the patience for it.
We just went from DLC to base game again. That's the thing with Odyssey. It's so big and there's so much stuff.
Yeah, they do. They can. Yeah. They do sort of interweave with each other in a way. I mean, obviously, I played the DLC after I'd done the main story.
So did I. I did main game, Legacy of the First Blade.
You probably could do it without doing that. You probably could do it in there, then go back to the main game. So it makes sense because Cassandra at points during the first DLC goes off and carries on adventuring while the baby's growing up. So obviously if you're not doing any adventuring.
And of course both DLCs were released episodically, like Tyranny of King Washington for AC3 was. It wasn't one giant
I'm definitely using that Cassandra bit in a Grumble Sundays for when I come onto a subject like times we thought there was happy endings that went horribly wrong or something, because then I'm gonna be like Cassandra going down to the market buying bread, come back, every death, and constant. I kept waiting for them to die. Every time I did a mission, I went somewhere or I did this, I was just thinking, is this the part where they did? Is this the part where they're going to be dead? Because I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I thought Darius might die.
I would have been surprised.
I thought when he took the baby and went back, I thought that would be the moment when he would get killed and the baby would get taken. Yeah. And I didn't think the Takas was going to die. I thought Darius might get killed. But
loads of ones thought you'd get Darius's hidden blade. Are you kind of disappointed that you didn't?
She does in a way, doesn't she?
Well, the spear Leonidas, but it's not.
She does. Blade. She does. She says, "All I have left of him is this, and his blade." She does get it, but she doesn't use it.
She doesn't get a hidden blade.
She does.
She doesn't get.
She does.
Cassandra doesn't get a hidden blade.
She says it in the dialogue. I remember thinking, and then checking my inventory to see if I have it, but I don't. Unless I'm getting confused, and things you do get a Morghese's blade that's broken, and you get it repaired.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting confused.
I think what you might be getting confused of is there is a side, like the final side mission in the Legacy of the First Blade is when you go back to your house and you collect like his toy and his little bow, and then when you go all 3 of them, you get Takas's bow. You might be getting confused with that, saying all I have to remember him is this bow, which I still say should be a legendary item, but it's not. It's an epic.
Use it anyway. But
no.
Yes. Christ, we've talked about Odyssey for too long.
We've got mileage out. That game is a mileage.
Let's move on from Odyssey, shall we?
Final thoughts. We both like Odyssey. I have a lot of problems with Odyssey, but I still think it's a good game, and you've really liked it.
Yes.
Better than Origins or worse than Origins? I say Origins destroys it in every way, shape, and form.
I think Origins is better, but I don't think by any account Odyssey is bad.
I don't think Odyssey is bad. I just have a lot of problems.
It's still great. It's just
I still like it.
Not as great.
Yeah. I put it as the worst Assassin's Creed.
I think it's that case of Origins being the first one to do the RPG style
and doing it better.
And Egypt.
I think Origins did it better.
Egypt.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack and riding my camel, keeping the same English.
I will say Origins had more of an atmosphere and a feel to it. and like you said, the world's too big in Odyssey. It is. Origins' world was big, but it just
massive. But the thing is, you were interested to explore the history of it.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think there is so much of that in Odyssey. There is also the history. There is Discovery Tour. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I
still haven't done the Odyssey Discovery Tour
either. But I don't think there's any trophies for it, is there?
No, that's another reason I ain't done it.
Because there was trophies for it in Origins.
And you could also get a white skin for Senu. Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, and also Odysseys. There's like quizzes and that after each thing. I'm like, fuck, I have to remember this shit.
Damn, it's history. It's good. But yes, let's move on from Odyssey because we've talked far too much about this.
Yeah.
At least I know the title's going to be based around Odyssey.
I don't know.
Other games I've been playing recently.
You'll probably have to do a thing in the description. Skip Odyssey. Go here.
Click to 1 hour in the podcast, and then you'll be there.
Now, yeah.
Other games I've been playing Snooker 19 a lot.
Nice.
I haven't played Odyssey in nearly a month now because
you've just been playing Snooker.
I'm now nearing the platinum for it, and the thing is, the platinum for it involves going around a lot of the seasons of Snooker. They much like FIFA or something. They have a career mode, so you go through it. They have all the tournaments that are in real life and things like that. There is no creator player, which is disappointing. Yeah. But you pick a character a player, a real life player, and you go through these tournaments. And there's something like there's certain trophies for getting a number of ranking of title championships and winning the world championships more than anyone else has done it. Yeah. Now, someone in real life has won the world championship 7 times. And the other thing, for ranking titles, the maximum is 35. And there's only about 20 in a season. Yeah. So you're going to have to play through multiple, up to 7 seasons just to get the career mode trophies all together as well. Yeah. I've done all the online trophies. I did it at the beginning because I knew the online mode might die out eventually. Yeah. And you don't want to be stuck trying to find 100 online games and win 100 online games and 50 tournament wins. Anything else? So I've done that. I've done all the hard trophies. It's just basically that. So that's what I'm doing at the moment and enjoying it.
Well, you love snooker games.
Yes. Right, well, is there anything else? We need to talk about the channel, if anyone's still here.
I could go into the games I played over Christmas very briefly.
We might want to list.
Oh, that
Maybe we should move on from games, okay. I think we need to move on to games.
Yeah. Odyssey took on a lot longer than...
You can keep that for the next 8 months at podcast. Yeah. So we'll go into the channel. Obviously, there's been a lot that's happened to the channel.
Mostly Loot Crate.
Yeah. We went through
a stage where... Have you got any more left to get?
I don't know. I really don't know, because they've stopped putting the things in the crates that say what month they're from. So I have to look.
Don't you do that process of elimination?
Well, I do. The thing is, I could, if I really want to sit down and make an effort to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I have to go on YouTube now and watch other people's unboxings to find out, because they found out from other people what theirs is, so then I find out from them what that box was. So I have to go through there and find out, that's December's crate, or that's August crate that arrived in January after October and November's one has already arrived. It's a headache. I think I might have got all my crates now. I think I have, because I only had a subscription from December to December. So I don't think there's anything else to come. There could be, but I really don't have a good idea, and I didn't make videos about all of them as well. So that's something else that makes it hard to go back and see everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Loot Crate, they suddenly gone through a split. But now they've been taken over by NECA, which is the same people that make the Assassin's Creed Hidden Blades.
Ooh.
So they got bought out by them, Loot Crate as a company.
If they make a Hidden Blade, and if they put a Hidden Blade,
it would never turn up, would it? So there's no point.
Not real Hidden Blade, of course.
No, I still want to make my own one day.
Yeah, who doesn't? If you're an Assassin's Creed fan, of course you want to. There are 2 things you do. Well, 3 things 4 things you do if you're a hardcore Assassin's Creed fan. 1, if you wear a hoodie, you always have the hood up. Number 2, if you look at a really tall thing, you're thinking, how would I climb that? Number 3, you do the walk. And number 4, you want your own Hidden Blade.
And I'm still thinking about how I'm going to make the Spear of Leonidas. I'll get on to Hidden Blade. Hidden Blade is I've tried it several times in the past. As you know, I've told you about it in the past, I'm sure. I've tried to make ones out of wood, metal, cardboard. I've done everything there. It's extremely complex. It's a very small mechanism. And it's not an easy thing to make to get it properly working. But I know how to. It's just doing it. It's the hard part.
Who's betting that the next, like in the Viking game, your main it'll be like the Axe of Eden or something?
I already have an axe.
It's gotta be you're gonna. So you won't be. So it's an axe. You're like, no, I'm not making it.
Leviathan axe. I don't need any more.
Do you think that'll be in the Viking game?
I'm limiting it to like a weapon type. I have an axe. I have the Leviathan axe. I have the blades of Chaos. You have Geralt's sword. I have the steel sword from The Witcher. Yeah. I said that I have the blades of Chaos, which are more sort of short swords. I will soon have a spear of Leonidas, and eventually I will have a hidden blade. And I think I'm gonna.
Are you doing the full spear
I have
or
two
just the head
lightsabers
bit?
as well.
You're doing the full spear or just the head bit?
I'll do the whole thing. I'll do the most upgraded version of the spear out of all the pieces you collect.
There's actually little East, the pyramid thing that they have.
Yeah.
And that's shown on the loading screen.
Yeah.
As you kill more cultists, you see more of the actual bits of it shown on the ground. That's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, there's a lot of that sort of thing going on. But we're not talking about Odyssey anymore.
No, you just keep bringing it back.
A lot has happened on the channel. A lot of things, mainly Loot Crate of recent, but just because they keep arriving in their videos. I've not got any more at the moment to make, but we are now travelling deep back into old retro YouTube Ben times.
Ye oldie.
Where we're looking at our new series of Grumble Sundays.
Yes.
Which old veterans,
Yes.
my old fans that I have none of, will remember, or just Alex or Isabel, will remember as Alex eats his honeycomb.
Yeah, I've got some honeycomb. Do you want a bit?
I'll have some honeycomb. So yes, a lot's happened on the channel. We're now doing into the new series of Grumble Sundays, which is Moaning Monday's reboot.
It's been rebooted.
From the ground up.
Yeah.
It doesn't go along with the original lore of Moaning Mondays.
No. It's been complete. Wipe the slate clean.
Yeah, completely new origin story.
Like the Modern Warfare reboot.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm trying to think of another reboot. No, I can't.
Nor can I. But yes, so we're going to be filming that very soon. Alex has helped me do some skits. I have written down. Not all of these. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Not really. We've talked too long, I think, today about Odyssey and Origins and.
Well, Odyssey mostly. Yeah.
I think perhaps this might be a good time to say goodbye, because yeah. Unless there's anything else you want to add. I don't think there is. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If you've made it this far to this podcast, and apologies for crunchiness towards the end. And for the extreme amount of just Odyssey.
Yeah.
Hopefully there'll be another podcast soon. Don't know when. Don't know how. Don't know what it'll be about.
Don't know why.
No, don't know why. I don't know why I do it. But yes, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And sorry.
You do it for the money, bitches, and fancy clothes.
No, I do it for the love of doing it.
Oh.
Same reason I wank. Not like I wank for any other reason, mind you. Okay. Is there any other reasons for it? For like donating to a sperm bank.
Who do you want your sperm?
Everyone. Potential YouTube creators' mothers. I want to farm the next generation of floppy-haired kids that are gonna upload Minecraft videos.
Oh god! If my son played Minecraft and Fortnite, I'd be very disappointed in them.
I might be more surprised if you had a son all of a sudden.
There's many things.
I had to question that where that came from.
Yeah, I'd have to question that myself. I was like, I definitely remember having sex.
Definitely. Unless you just tripped and fell in a woman, and then forgot about it. Maybe you hit your head.
No women let me that close to him.
Oh well. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Great outro.